What's up, boy? Let's get it. All right, so okay, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this whole video with this mask on. Hold on. What's up, man? It's your boy Art, man. Welcome back to another video. And man, I am here today to talk about my toy journey and my new designer toy that I have coming to a room near you. So if you guys don't know, I started making toys probably, I think in 2021 or 22, one of those. I'll put the card over here for the playlist so you guys can go check out my art journey. But if you go back and watch all those videos, watch what I've done, created the Cube Kit V1, the Cube Kit V2, created some versions of it, just been 3D printing and making stuff here and there. And I think now I am ready to take it to another level. And I am going to find a supplier so I can create some vinyl figures. And although the Cube Kid V2, that is my baby, I will always, and I will get some vinyls made of the Cube Kid. I wanted to create a new figure for this journey. So because, you know, I'm a little obsessed and I love bears, you know, y'all have already known this. I've mentioned this before. You guys see my logo, my mascot. So I wanted to create a bear for this toy because bears are cute and cuddly, man, you know, and you can also do a lot with them. So I wanted not only to make a bear figure, I wanted to make something that would stand out, something that would be, you know, maybe interactive with people and stuff like that. So around December 10th is when I did like my first sketch with the idea that I had for like this, you know, hefty, not super fat, but a fluffy like bear. And I wanted him wearing like a tracksuit and stuff like that. I wanted him to be wearing a beanie. And then I was like, you know what, to add a little pizzazz to this, let's have the beanie come off, you right? I was like, yeah, let's do it. Let's have the beanie come off and expose the brain. I was like, yeah, that'll be cool. And I based the character off of a sun bear. And sun bears have like super long tongue that just hang out and stuff like that. So I was like, I'll have the tongue just hanging out the bear's mouth, like boom, that can be like the standout points right there. Around December 14th, I'm giving y'all the timeline, December 14th, 2025, I was like, I need a name for this guy, and he's a sun bear. So I was like, let's just call him Sunny. So I went with the name Sunny because I like that name, S-U-N-Y, and the Y, end of the Y is like a long tongue that's like dripping saliva, just to kind of, again, connect the two to a sun bear so it can kind of relate. And probably like a month later after doing all of that, I was like, I want to do something else with this as well. Yes, the hat can come off. Yes, the tongue is hanging out, but I want to be even more interactive with this figure. So what can I do? So I created little pieces. I was like, you know what? I need a story. I need more of a story behind why Sunny tongue is hanging out and why you take his hat off and his brain is exposed. So I was like, let me create a story for him.
Sunny was an ordinary bear who loved snacking, art, and exploring. One day, while wandering through an old abandoned art studio, he discovered a mysterious jar labeled Creative Juice. Being curious and a little hungry, Sunny tasted it. Immediately, his beanie popped off, exposing his brain and filled it with imagination and creativity. Random things he ate earlier in the day started to appear on his tongue, and each one giving him a special ability. Sunny decided to call them Gimlets. Now Sunny wanders the world collecting gimlets to further his knowledge, expand his ideas, and inspire creativity. What will Sunny collect next? Join him on the journey to find out.
And now anything that Sunny goes around eating, he can use that as a part of his journey. So just like in everyday life as artists or, you know, anybody, you find motivation to do what you're doing for that day. Or as artists, we look at anything that would inspire us to create. Sonny does the same thing now. So now he's actually eating for a purpose. Anything, and you know, he can eat anything, but only he can actually realize when something is an actual gimlet. That's what I decided to call them. Only he realizes when something is an actual gimlet, and he can you know, then soak in a new power or new inspiration or a new ability from eating that. So once I had the story all laid out, I was like, okay, it's time to get this guy modeled up. You know, I kind of created a side view, a front view, back view for him. I went over to Fiverr, reached out to an artist that I've worked with before, and had him sculpt Sonny for me. Okay, so this guy right here, this is the first rendition of Sonny. Look at here, if you can see his shoes from here. God damn, bro. His shoes from here, they look like loafers, and I want them to be more Converse-y. You know, he has the little print on the bottom of the foot and stuff like that, which I added after the sculptor had sent me everything. So this is like the first rendition of them. I just kind of printed out. I actually broke the tongue. No, the tongue actually broke itself when it was printing, but I just kept going. I just glued it back together because I just wanted to see what this would look like. So this was pretty much the figure completed from the first go round of it. Not too much has changed from this to the last one, but you guys will see the difference in it. So once I kind of knew what it was, and I was like, okay, I like this, man. I like this, you know what I mean? And then, so I was like, I got something to go off of. Let's reach out to a supplier overseas. I found a supplier. And so they gave me quotes, they gave me pricing, they gave me the sample pricing. And so we agreed upon the sample price that would be made out of resin. And I was very excited, very pleased with the sample of it. It looked so good when it was just like resin and it was just gray, and they had polished it up, and before they even painted it, bro, it looked so real that it looked faked. It looked faked. It looked fake. It looked so real that it looked fake, bro. And I was showing my wife it, and she was like, "You sure that's real?" You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, I think so, but because it looked so flawless, bro. I was impressed, and I was like, "Oh my god." Oh my god. Oh, it looks so good. God dang it, bro. Hold on, wait. I don't want y'all to see it yet. Oh my gosh. Bro, are they sure this isn't vinyl? How in the heck? How they get this so smooth? Like it. Are they sure this isn't vinyl, bruh? Oh my gosh. Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce to you Sonny. This is Sonny, man. Of course, you guys know I have a fascination with bears. And this specific bear is based off of a sun bear. So if you look up a sun bear, you'll notice something particular about them. And they have long tongues that always are just hanging out. So, bam. You know, this is what will make it stand out, make it be unique, make it be its own thing. Got the long tongue sticking out. Let's get some detailed looks up in there. That tongue. Now, you guys have probably already seen the story of Sonny. All right, so to go along with the long tongue and to kind of, you know, show the journey, and I wanted to have a nice little element to go along with that. And so that's why I create these little pieces that he only has the power to kind of determine which piece is what and which pieces are gimlets and which pieces aren't. What's unique about this? I'm like, what, why do he has that? Like, what does that even do? You know what it does, right? They stick to the piece, bro. They stick to the piece, bro. They got a spot. They fixed it for me, so every piece has a place to stick to. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items can stick to the tongue at a time. Oh, so this is a 10-inch. Is it 10 inches? Wait, I can't. Yeah. Yes, this is a 10-inch figure, bro. Oh, I ain't even show y'all. And there's more. Bam. The hat comes off, exposes the brain. It shows his brain, you know what I mean? So just think of the possibilities of like rare versions that I could have with this, you know, and you wouldn't know until you actually took the cap off if you got a rare version or something like that. Boom, the brain could possibly be like, the brain will be another color or something like that. Gold brain or, you know, zombie brain. Oh, man. On the bottom right here, the details for the bottom of the shoe. Art by Art. Sunny. All right, let me get my wife's reaction to it because she hasn't seen it yet.
Oh, turn around. Boy, it's so cute.
They did such a good job.
Can I touch it?
Yeah. It's supposed to be resin, bro, but it's so smooth and it's so
smooth. How do you do that?
I don't
Take
know.
that off.
Hey, look at the hat, bro. So good.
It's so smooth. That's dope.
So good.
My fingerprint's gonna be on it, sorry. Take this stuff off the tongue.
So dope.
It's so easy.
Bro, it's just so I ain't know it's gonna work this good.
Yeah.
Cause
And here,
when they was just stick one on. When they was showing me the peak.
oh my gosh, how far up?
No, just
Oh, this right there.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it just I didn't even realize like how good it was gonna actually work.
What's this one?
Chewed up gum.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Chewed up water gum, man.
My Band-Aid.
The Band-Aid.
My Band-Aid.
Medical field.
It's cool. I like it.
I know.
I like it a lot.
You know.
Look at his eyes.
And they did put they put the magnet on there for the tongue so it can stick in and come off
It'll
easily.
come off. Yeah.
And it just looks like a whole nother little regular figure.
And
And
you
then
take the head off and then there's a whole
this whole
other.
other figure, he just tricks it out and then he just gets all crazy with the tongue coming out.
It's so cool.
The possibilities.
It's endless.
I know, right?
Oh my gosh. Yeah. It's lit.
Yeah.
That's your vision.
This is it right here. Right?
That's your vision. This is your perfection. You know how you are.
I am. That's why I'm like, please, bro, because I was like, when they was showing me on the camera, bro, like the tongue kept falling out. I was like, oh, the tongue ain't gonna sit in there, and the pieces ain't gonna stick on well. But
Folks said, let them cook.
the size is perfect though, you know,
Everything.
because they just small enough to not be too heavy or be too crazy. Well, yeah, it's exciting though.
It's good, boo.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, guys. So yeah, this is Sunny. So the idea for me, just a comparison from the one that I printed on my Elegoo Centauri Carbon was smaller than this one. And I also printed out like a bigger version. Oh, let me show y'all the bigger version that I printed on my own because they sent me the files. The hands aren't stuck on here either, but this is the version I printed this. This is the version that I printed out like on my my H2, my Bamboo H2C. So size comparison from this version to this version. I gotta look at the percent size for this one right here, but I'll definitely be having this one on display at DesignerCon. I think I'm going to paint it up. I'm not sure. I printed out like some different color brains. Like this one has a gold brain. I'm kind of wishing I painted everything black and just maybe the brain and tongue was gold. But I could print out another brain and I could print out a tongue in gold, and I'll probably paint everything else black. How much is this going to be, and is it for sale right now? I have to know that I'm making 100 of these for $150. I know y'all like, what, bro? Like $150 for a figure that's interactive and that size? Yes, bro. It's because I want to show love to people, bro. Like I want as many people to get this figure. I don't want to just create a figure and charge $300 for it and nobody has it. 100 Sunnies, the original, the OG, the blue and the yellow with the white soles on it, with the tongue, the original gimlets that were first created. So $150, only 100 pieces. But wait, there's more.
But wait, there's more.
As you guys have known that I'm always customizing. I like to customize and make each piece customizable. The first 50 people to use the code MyGymlet will be able to send me an image when you're checking out, and I will create your own personal gymlet that you can use on Sunny. So you won't get 5 gymlets, you'll get 6, and the 6th one will be one customized for whatever image that you want. Let me show you an example. So on my Eufy Make E1, I am able to print images, and so these are some of the gymlets that I created. These are some of the gymlets that I created, like on my own. I print on my 3D printer. That's something that I want to do for the first 50 people who purchase Sunny and use the code MyGymlet. So make sure you guys do that. Man, that's about it for this video right here. I appreciate y'all. Thank you guys for enjoying me on my art journey, my toy journey, and being so supportive over the years. But I also would love to create a special DesignerCon version, limited edition version of Sunny for DesignerCon, but it takes about 100 days to actually do this. But until then, I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for always supporting me. Thank you guys for supporting Sunny. I'm thanking you guys in advance right now. Appreciate y'all, man. And always enjoy the journey. We out.